Welcome back everyone to Astian's Let's Play of the Cat Lady on El Tyri's YouTube channel, where we last left off. We figured out that Pauline wasn't the Eye of Adam. We only have Bryan and Jesse to check out. So Bryan's in flat 5, I think. Flat 6, maybe? And Jesse's in flat 7. So we actually need to go into here, because we've cut the electricity on the top floor, and we need to actually access a PC up there. So what we've done is thrown an extension cord down over the window. And is that going to be long enough? Oh, it is. Perfect. Is the electricity even still on in this flat? Like, does it have a meter? No. But no one's in here, so why would the electricity still be on? Let's not ask stupid questions, Astian. Let's just keep going. Right, so we should be able to go in here again. Yeah, I really like the graffiti on the wall. It reminds me of Melbourne.
Right. I should be able to use that
in
computer
Australia.
now. Could you give me 5 minutes, Mrs. A?
Sure. Why not? I'll keep an eye on the door.
It reminds me a bit of The World Ends With You, actually. Graffiti.
It's not him either.
Oh, so it's Bryan.
Damn it!
So obviously the noise was video games, I guess. Oh, I thought she'd ask what... I thought Susan would ask Mitzi what she found, but I guess not. So the last person we need is Bryan, and the only way to get to Bryan is through here. Tin of paint, will open. I can easily prise it open with this screwdriver. Done! I can pick up the tin now. Let's pick it up. Take. Alright, now let's put the dress back on the sewing dummy. Let's cut it up. What are you doing?
We need to make some adjustments. Now this is a dress worthy of the cat widow.
Why don't you admit it was too small for you?
Ha ha, bloody ha. Why don't you just shut up?
Oh, Susan.
Whoever wore this dress probably hadn't eaten in years. You'd struggle to get a skeleton into it. This is it. We've got all we need.
Great! Are you going to tell me about the cat widow now?
Yes, it's story time, Mitzi. The legend says there was once a bad man who hated cats. He hated his neighbors too, and his job. And when it rained, he'd curse and smash things. He hated his bald head and his weak, ugly body. He probably hated himself the most, although he would never admit it.
He's just like you, Susan.
I think I see where this is going.
One day, out of pure hatred for the whole world and everything that lives, he captured a family of cats and drowned them all in the river.
So cruel.
That day, the sun turned black and all the birds went silent as the 6 kittens struggled for life. But trapped in a strong canvas bag, they never had a chance.
Aww.
They all died that day. All but one. The mother cat, in a desperate fight to set herself free, by pure luck, clawed her way out of the bag and swam to the shore. She lost everything that day. Her beautiful children and her proud husband. Her heart crashed into pieces as she watched their limp, dead bodies stolen by the current. Running after them, she followed them for days, for as long as she could. Then, eventually, she lost sight of them. She stayed on the bank of the river for a while. The world stopped turning for her, her eyes empty and blind. And then, one day, she slowly slid down the bank and into the cold, dark water. She gave in to it. She let the river take her away too, cover her mouth, her ears, her eyes. But as the water filled her lungs, and she started slipping into darkness, there was another strange feeling that burst in her mind like a ball of flames. Anger, rage even. Her last craving, before she drowned, was for revenge.
Is this the grudge?
For blood. And so she returned, reborn and changed. A cat widow, veiled in black, mistress of the cats. Her body of a young woman, but her eyes of a cat. And her face, white, rotten, face of a corpse. Those who saw it rarely lived to tell the tale. She would get her revenge on all cat killers and cat torturers. But there was someone she had to see first. Someone special. Someone she really hated the most. As the evening came, it was strangely quiet in the man's flat. As he lived alone, he usually liked to fill the silence with the sound of radio or TV shows. But that night, he switched them all off, feeling anxious and tired after work.
I like the music.
He tried to sleep, but couldn't. And for once, there wasn't anyone there he could blame for it. As he stared through the window, he kept thinking about how much he hated that view. He liked it once, a long time ago, when his wife was still there and they were happy together. Suddenly, he heard knocking on the door. Some part of him was glad, because that meant he could take it out on whoever decided to bother him.
Why do people have computers in their bedrooms? I mean, I've got mine in my bedroom because I share house with other people, but if I had my own place, I would have a separate room for my computer as a workspace.
There was nobody there. He almost felt disappointed, but before he turned to walk away, he suddenly noticed something down the hall.
So, on a nearby wall there was a giant shadow. He noticed the shadow of a cloaked figure. A dead body of a disemboweled cat hung on the wall.
A dead body of a disemboweled cat hung on the radiator.
Oh, gross.
Are you kidding me? Where would we get a dead cat from? I think that would be taking it a step too far. I'm sure you'll agree.
Oh, Mitzi.
Okay, fair point. So, right, that didn't actually happen. Let's try again.
Aww. I wanted there to be Alright.
He noticed a shadow of a cloaked figure standing ahead. He stopped again. He couldn't believe his eyes.
Someone wrote cat killer on his door. There was a cat skull stuck on the seat of his bike. Someone wrote asshole on his door.
Someone wrote asshole on his door.
Is she going to stop my story again?
Asshole? What are we, like 5?
Oh.
We're supposed to scare this guy shitless. Anyone could write asshole on the door. We need something better.
Mitzi, this is my
Something that
story.
will remind him of cats?
All right. How about this? Someone wrote cat killer on his door.
I know what the proper combination is, but I just wanted to try seeing what the other options did. Because this isn't really a serious
He
situation.
had a passion for trains. Although he hated being a train driver, he had always enjoyed watching them move. But now, his train model was moving all on its own. He was absolutely certain he'd left it switched off. And yet, there it was, running at crazy speed, remote control missing. Something was seriously wrong, and that something had entered his home now too. He hoped he was just imagining things, tired as he was. But there was another surprise waiting for him in his bedroom.
Okay, I won't pick a stupid option. Actually, I kind of want to see what the giant blood-soaked zombie cat looks like. Sorry, guys.
A giant, blood-soaked zombie cat sat on his bed.
Now that's really stupid.
Fair enough. That didn't really happen.
Oh, that is so funny.
Everyone
Oh my God.
knows there's no such thing as giant zombie cats.
Look at it. Oh, that is so funny.
What really happened
Aww.
was this. Cat Widow is here, was written all over the wall.
As in a dream, he went to the kitchen to get a glass of water. Getting really scared, he decided to call it no.
As in a dream, he went to the kitchen to get a drink. There was no water. He knew there were valves in the basement that turned it off, but no one's been down there for years. He felt sick. None of this made any sense. And yet, deep down, he knew what he did to the cats was wrong.
So he really
There was a
did
part
it.
of him that almost wanted to be punished. The part he tried so hard
What a
to hide.
douchebag.
He thought he'd heard something in the corridor. Was there someone there with him?
Whoa.
His head was spinning. He felt ambushed, trapped, like an animal. He had to get out of there. Getting really scared now, he decided to call the police. His phone was of no use. The SIM card had been removed, and that wasn't even the worst part. There was a photo of a black cat set as screensaver. He remembered this cat. He'd watched that strange pest control man put it in a cage and into his van.
Teacup?
He'd looked at it through the window for a while, then pulled the curtains and went to bed.
I wonder if he saw Susan get put in the van.
He stopped, paralyzed. He'd heard something right in front of him. A whisper. More like a purr. She was there, in the dark corner of his living room, waiting. Black veil covering that pale, dead face. And yet, he could almost feel Cat Widow's eyes piercing through him.
Yeah.
She came closer, like a ghost, and swiftly removed the veil. him to the river, to make him pay for what he'd done. As he looked into her eyes, he could feel the world spinning around him, his knees go weak, his pants suddenly wet around his crotch. As much as he hated life, he didn't want to die either. Inside, he was just a big, stinking coward. And then he fainted.
Too bad if he hurt
Did you
himself.
see his face? I knew he'd fall for this.
Yeah, we scared the living shit out of him. Now that's teamwork.
I just
Are
like
you
the
sure
zombie
you
cat.
won't
That was
know it was
funny.
you, though?
Oh, he probably will, once he's had time to think about what happened. But he's too proud to ever admit he's been beaten by a woman. I know him just about enough to know that.
Let's hope so. I don't want you to get in trouble because of me.
No. That was something I had to do for myself,
Yes.
and I feel much better for it.
Good.
The only problem now is that we still haven't found Eye of Adam. Because it definitely isn't Bryan. I've searched through his laptop and all I found was a load of porn.
Oh.
Let's cross him off the list.
Ah, well, but that's everyone. Susan can't be the Eye
That
of
means
Adam.
we've checked everyone. We've hit a brick wall. Perhaps I was wrong. Maybe he doesn't live here at all.
But we didn't go inside everyone's
I
apartment.
think we need to sleep on it, and we might get some more ideas in the morning.
The old man's
Shall we head back
apartment
home?
we didn't get to go into. So
Yeah.
maybe
I do feel tired. You're right, we need some sleep.
we need to check the old man out in more detail.
Really wish there was an elevator in this building.
I know. How does Pauline get her baby up the stairs? Why is there a note
What's
on
that?
the door?
A note? What does it say, Mrs. A?
You will not believe it. Meet me at midnight, both of you. I will wait. Flat 5. Door will be open. Do not fear.
That's the old man's flat.
Eye of Adam.
Oh.
Fine. That's the old guy. Can't be. It can't be him.
I guess we'll find out. At midnight. We've got a few hours until then. Let's get some coffee.
I can't drink coffee after 12, like in the day, like in the afternoon, because it means that I don't sleep at night. It happened to me the other day at uni. I had coffee at 3 and then I'm like, oh, couldn't sleep. Why are we in the basement? What? I don't get it. Why did you show us the basement? What? What?
It's just you and me, my love. No one will find us here.
The fuck?
Stop worrying, Ivy. It will be alright. I will always love you. You know that.
So,
I'm gonna make you all better.
he made his girlfriend fat and then killed her. She must still be alive. What the fuck? In the basement? Must have been behind that brick wall. That is so weird. Oh my god. I guess we'll eventually have to play Downfall, or have to play Downfall for you so that we can explore Joe Davis a bit more. Can I move? No. Where are we? I need an opportunity to stop because my timer went off. This video is just going to be a bit longer than usual. Oh, I'm sorry guys. We're just going to have to put up with it. Can I... No. The cats. He must have played the piano again. This flat seems different to the other ones. It seems a bit bigger. Okay, perfect. This is the best time to stop. So anyway guys, this has been Astin on Eltira's YouTube channel, taking you on a Let's Play of the Cat Lady. When we return, we will find out who the Eye of Adam actually is. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to like, subscribe, comment and or share and favourite, because it helps me out immensely. Thanks again guys, I will see you all next time. Cheers.